Welcome to a slightly delayed stream, but we made it past the technical difficulties.
It'll be fine. Everything's fine.
Yeah, so we're here to talk about what happened in April, which I'll be honest wasn't a whole lot. We were very spoiled in March.
Yes.
Too spoiled. And now April was honestly kind of a letdown.
I think I liked it more than you. And
Yeah.
again, like I did message you, these are some songs I consider growers.
There
And
are
I
a few.
I had more time to listen to some of them than I think you did as well.
Yeah, there are a few that grew on me. There's really only like a handful that are on my playlist though. And that's after 2 or 3 listens, I decided, yeah, I'm good with this. There was really only a couple that I was like, yeah, this is good on the first listen.
That's fair.
But I do want to say, this is what I texted you, Josie. I need boy groups to start being a little more creative. They all sounded the same this month. They do all of the 2 genres.
All of the 2 genres.
And that's it. That's where they stay.
Yeah,
that's where they
like,
live. And
Cutesy boy and...
Or hip-hop.
I guess hip-hop is
Like
what
hype,
I guess it
hype
can be called.
hip-hop.
Hype.
Some kind of hype
something.
music.
Something hype. That's not hyping me.
Yeah, so the only
Yeah.
boy groups that have creative sounds right now are like our favorites that have been well established. So like a 17 or an 80s. Like they're the only groups that are really like standing out as far as boy groups go.
Yeah.
Now
at
girl
least
groups,
in our opinion.
yeah, in
Girl
our
groups are
opinion,
doing something.
girl groups are being super experimental, which is very cool. It doesn't always pay off, but at least they're trying to be different. And we'll talk about that more when we go over like the individual groups.
Also,
So
Alex
like
is here on time.
I
Everyone
know,
clap.
I love this. But yeah, so even if I didn't like the girl group songs, I can respect what they were going for. And close your eyes.
Yes.
I'm sorry. I can't take the group seriously with the name that bad.
The name is not the best. However, they are very talented vocalists.
They
in
got
my
great vocal
opinion.
tones. Yeah, we'll talk about that in a little
Yeah,
bit too.
I knew that since pre-debut, but we'll get to them soon. But yeah, the name itself, though, if you have to put K-pop after it to find them, it's not gonna work for you.
Yeah, so
Like, I'm
close
so
your
sorry.
close your eyes and Say My Name are both equally tied for the worst possible group name I think that could exist.
I think there are worse. I think they're like those are the most.
Well, no,
I guess-
it's worse. It's worse from like a marketing perspective.
Yeah, like an SEO perspective.
Because how many songs are titled "Say My Name," and close your eyes is just a
phrase.
could be just anything, and it's also
Yeah.
like, don't look at us. We're not good. That's what that name implies. Like, close your eyes.
guess,
like
yeah.
you don't want.
Or
you,
it could
we
be
don't
close your
want
eyes
you to
and take
see
in
us.
our beautiful vocals.
Yeah, but
I think
K-pop
I
is
think that's
about
what they're going for.
visuals too.
That's
like,
true.
Like K-pop has like they're like 50-50 sound and visuals in my opinion. So
Yeah.
you just want us to like you're telling us to ignore half of what makes K-pop so fun. So I don't know.
We'll
'cause
see.
I need and also just this month had like a lot of artists that I like were making music in a genre that I don't like.
Yeah.
And so it was really disappointing because I had like favorites that were coming out with stuff and I was excited, and then I listened to the song. It's like I feel like I've heard this song 10 times already. Like I know it's different, but it sounds super familiar. Like not saying it's plagiarized or anything, but
Yeah, and the hype for girl groups is like pretty big considering like how usually people are silent on them. But I think my opinion, I think there's too many boy groups debuting.
I think
that's what
that's a
happened. And
problem.
I think people got tired, and I think we're just like, we need something else.
Cause think of it like JYP put out 2 boy groups around the same time,
and I think
and they're super similar.
Yeah. And then like every time there's a new one announced, I'm like, I thought you just debuted a boy
And they
group, but
have
maybe I'm
names
forgetting.
that
And
like I'm getting their names mixed up
Little
because a
bit.
lot of the names are like not like they don't stand out.
yeah.
So like all of them are like blending together. I don't know. It's making it really hard to keep up with the new generation of K-pop when they're all super similar. So.
And there has been more girl groups debuting, which is good because I feel like girl groups are widely unused in K-pop, which is wild to me considering they don't have to enlist in the military. So I'm like, why are we not utilizing girl groups to their fullest? Companies just like hate debuting girl groups for some reason. That's at least what it seems. Yeah.
Everglow.
Which I want, since they're free, I want them to go to KQ. I don't know if that's even a possibility, but I think they would thrive there. I think it would be a cool thing if KQ.
Can you imagine an Everglow with KQ producers?
I know, because first like was basically kind of like what I had imagined it would be like. So if we could get something,
or even Pirate
too, yeah, that would Also like NAT's Everglow collab with a Pirate.
That would be incredible. Can you imagine EU and Hongjun going at it side by side? That would be amazing. But yeah, I would be fine with like Everglow, like at a KQ, or maybe maybe a P Nation too.
P Nation did give them an offer of keeping them all together. There was two companies, like and that was one of them.
That seems like a P Nation strategy, is to like when groups are mistreated, they're like, "Hey, come here. We'll." Oh, really?
I don't know if that was someone's wish or if that was actually something that.
That would be
there was
cool
two companies.
Too.
P Nation was definitely one of them.
That would be. I think Lisa's a girl's girl, so like, if that is the thing.
I don't know if that was a hope. I will not get your hopes up. But P Nation definitely talked to them.
Yeah.
And then there was another company who didn't want Yiren, and I was like, excuse me, we don't talk to you.
Yiren is super popular. Like, she's crazy popular.
And I'm like, that's stupid.
Man.
So yeah, I'm rooting for P Nation, but KQ, if you want to get in there, I'm down for it.
I would be down. Yeah.
Snatch up Everglow, please.
There's a few places that I think they could go. I just really hope that they get to keep the rights to their music. That's my biggest fear.
Like they could. It would hurt me immensely if they lost their name. That would be...
Because Everglow is such an iconic name.
It's a great name, but I would rather them keep their music than their name, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I think they would have to keep both. Like, you can't... Because they say Everglow at the beginning of every track.
That is true. They say Everglow, like, in all their songs. So maybe not.
I don't know.
But we'll see on that one. But that's what they're negotiating right now. Yeah. And if they have a company behind them, it would probably help with negotiations.
Yeah, I think P Nation would really fight for them.
P Nation, I think, is like the forerunner in my mind, at least for right now.
Yeah.
But do you have the YouTube pulled up?
I do. Yeah, that's right. I didn't.
And is it our YouTube or is it
It's our YouTube. Yeah.
Okay.
But I still have premium. I still have premium on both. So
I need to. If I can pull it on screen.
Yeah. There we go. I had EUNBI up because I was rewatching that. So do we want to just start with EUNBI since I have it up?
That's fair. That's fine. I'm down with that.
Yeah.
Let
me...
Our thoughts commence.
So this is actually one of the positives for me, at least, in my opinion.
Because I have been kind of meh on most of her music,
which
but this
sucks
one was the
first. I liked her a lot in Produce 48. I was rooting for her to do well in that show. I liked her in Eyes One, but her solo music has never hit for me ever. Not even a little bit. Which is so
unfortunate because like
it looks so cool. Like all her music videos are really cool, but her songs just
and she's gorgeous and talented. But then they never clicked.
No,
they just never clicked. But this one's going somewhere. This one's going somewhere for me.
This one, yeah, I've listened to it a handful of times, and it does grow on you.
Yeah, and make sure the closed captions are off because I had them on.
I did.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so here is the clip of EUNBI's "Hello Stranger." So that's a cool pause here.
Yeah. There's so many beautiful visuals in this music
There
video.
is. I think visually this might be her best.
Yeah, like it's the most cohesive, definitely, because sometimes I'm like, why are you randomly over there and doing that? But this time I'm like, this is a hit.
Yeah, and I think the strongest part of this song was the pre-chorus. Do you agree?
What? Sorry.
The pre-chorus.
Yes.
I was like, did I lose you?
No, sorry, I was distracted because I was just making sure our sound was somewhat okay.
Yeah, well, I think the pre-chorus of this was like the perfect build-up. Yeah. And I don't know, I felt like the effects on her voice, the effects on her voice that they added into it were, I think, really cool. Like, I think there was some layering that was going on. I'm a big sucker for when artists layer their voice with, like, harmonies and stuff. I think that makes a song 10 times more interesting every time they do that.
Especially when they don't do it at the beginning and then do it at the end.
Yeah.
So it's just like
a tasteful thing. There's a couple other there's a couple other artists that I will point out that did that as well this month. And I think, honestly, it just adds so much depth to a song. It just makes it super interesting to listen to. And when you've got, like, powerful headphones on, it's just, like, transcendent almost. And I love it. There are even songs that I don't like that I will like the moments where they do that. And
I will say this one did make it onto my playlist.
This one did. It took 3 tries, but then I decided, you know what? Oh, cool. Yeah, her outfits are cool.
See, look at her. And, like, just the angles. Like, there is just so much
creativity in red is her color.
Yes. Like, even that.
Like, look at that. Look at that. That's such a cool shot.
I feel like she switched up creative teams or something, because this was, like, a stark difference.
It got infinitely better than her old. Look at that silhouette. Oh, man.
I don't know what happened, but I like it, and I want to keep it.
Yeah. So, props on EUNBI. I feel like she had a lot of growth as an artist. And yeah, this one is on my playlist. Yes. There's not many that made it onto my playlist, but this one did. So, good job. I'm happy that I can, have something of hers that I can enjoy, because I really want to like her solo music.
We've been yearning for some, because we talk about her a lot as just a person, but we're like, the music is not really for me. But now I can say, I like this song. And I hope we continue in a direction like this. Like, I hope she really did switch creative teams and they're just doing something different. That'd be great.
That would be. But anyways, we have a lot to talk about. And we talked a lot at the beginning, so I'm going to try to keep moving on. Do you have somebody that you would like to talk about next?
Well, since we already kind of talked about it, we can talk about Close Your Eyes.
True. Now they have this crazy long Korean title.
You didn't even try with that one. I was I don't know.
So, no, it's a mouthful.
There's a
it's
name.
내 안에 모든 시화 소설은, which I think 소설 is like novel or something, poem maybe. I had that as a vocab word recently, and I can't exactly remember it. Yes. I think it says, all my poetry right here.
Oh, well, there
you
go.
So maybe that is, maybe that they are,
poetry. That makes sense.
Yeah. Even though I think the word for poem is different than that.
Like, it might be like a different
a longer poem, if you will.
But yeah, so my first thoughts are they are extremely talented vocalists.
They are.
I watched some of their pre-debut like clips introducing the members, and they were all freaking talented.
They are, and it's just unfortunate that they got put in this situation.
I don't think the song is bad. I just think
it's not a bad song.
The music video is just kind of like the dancing parts.
Underwhelming.
The dancing parts, I was like locked in, but then everything else, I was like, okay, they're walking, they're backpacking, they're doing something.
It's not
I
enough.
feel like if it was a more dynamic music video, I would have liked it overall more.
Maybe.
But at least
I liked
Connor
their vocal tones. That's
is here for it.
Yeah, I like their vocal tones, and that's mostly it for this song. And like, here's a clip.
Yeah.
Like, their voices are smooth and nice and pretty, and like you can tell that they're well trained.
I feel like
but this song was not doing
over top
anything
of a darker
for me.
Music video, I think we would have different opinions. Just like I feel like it's too bright for the vibe of the song.
It's too bright, yeah.
Like I feel, and there's like animals, and they're just I don't know. I think the music video is what's throwing us mainly off, and like maybe that song.
I mean, this is not the genre for me, by the way.
That's
like,
fair.
I do not enjoy this genre at all. This is like 90s R&B, which was not my thing. That's a cool shot there, though.
And yeah, I did know they were a survival show group, but I mean, I feel like you have to have a main vocal or else like what are you doing?
Yeah,
Like,
this
I
whole
don't know.
not having assigned roles thing is kind of weird,
Stupid.
honestly. Like
That's how
I
you
feel
learn
like
who people are, okay?
I feel like groups need like a good leader.
And it gives you a direction on what to work on and what like to focus on as a member of a group. Because otherwise you're just all focusing
Yeah.
on doing something and that might become too much. Even though like I feel like they all could be main vocalists. But having assigned roles I think is good. It helps give you direction.
Yeah. So I wish I liked their song because I do enjoy their voices. Some of their vocal tones remind me of NHYPEN, and
Yeah.
I think NHYPEN's voices are spectacular. So there is potential, but
Yeah,
I
if they
feel
went
like
in like a direction of EXO or something where it was like very vocal focused, but there was also still
but more
dynamic songs.
entertainment. Yeah.
Yeah.
There's no entertainment in this song. Like I
I mean,
kind
there
of
were
wanted
moments.
I kind of wanted to take a nap. Like
It was a very calming song, which I mean I think is the point of the song. I just wish this wasn't like a debut.
But yeah, this is not
I
a
guess.
debut song. This is a B-side.
Yeah, I can see that.
This is a B-side off of like a debut single album. They needed something more dynamic. So it's like
Yeah.
so it's a song that makes me sleepy, and their group name is Close Your Eyes.
They're considered rappers? Excuse me?
Huh?
I never saw any of them. Did they? What? They're way more talented as vocalists. I haven't even heard most of them rap.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
Okay.
No, don't do
I mean,
this.
there's some talented rappers then.
I guess. Like, dang. I mean, if
Yeah.
they can rap too, like, let's pop off with that next time, I guess. But
But
like,
yeah, I'm thinking like I'm trying to think of like an EXO song that I could compare. Let me just pull up EXO's
yeah,
discography
it's
real
just
quick.
because like I consider like EXO like kind of the perfect group if you want to show off vocals
I'm
as well as
thinking-
performance.
I'm
And I
thinking
feel like that's what they're trying to do.
they could do a Love Me Right by EXO.
Mm.
I'm thinking they could do a Growl.
Growl would be fun. A
Tempo.
Growl-esque.
Yeah. I'm thinking like they could have had something that showcased
Yeah,
a
'cause they're-
little bit more and had this as a B-side, and it would have been
Yeah,
way better.
because their vocals are there to do that, like to be an iconic group as EXO was and is.
Mm.
They just need a little bit more dynamics visually in their music videos and like because like the little clips of dancing I saw, they're really good dancers too. So I'm like,
They could.
yeah,
I would even argue their voices could carry a Coco Bop.
they could.
I
They could
yeah.
do it.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think they have potential to do so much
Yeah.
more than this.
But I have a feeling the creative directors did this because Zero Base One is also like like they're a competition made group and like they kind of went in that performance heavy aspect or something.
Yeah,
I don't know.
but
I feel
Zero
like they're
Base-
trying to be different, but I don't think
But
it's the
Zero
right kind of
Base
different.
One is more of like a cutesy. Like they do like girly pop music for a boy
Not all the
group.
time.
Not all the time, but most of the time.
They do
That's
a
kind of
mix.
what they're known for. That's like what skyrocketed them to fame.
Kind of.
But because like they filled a niche that no boy group was willing to try. So I feel like they could have, because like EXO's kind of a mess right now a little bit with company situations and
Oh, yeah.
lawsuits and everything. So it's like
So
now
there is
is
a
the
void.
time. There is a void for EXO style music,
Yeah,
and their
for
voices
like a
could carry it.
vocal based K-pop group that like is dynamic. I don't know how to explain it better than that because they have the vocals that they could do something like EXO did. I just need to see the performance aspect of it and then I'm sold. So, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see. I'm not gonna rule them out. And this isn't hate towards the members. This is hate towards whatever company is organizing them because they got set up at a disadvantage, I think.
Yeah, and clearly like there's also more going on behind the scenes that we didn't even see, that clearly there's a mess happening. But
yeah,
I hope they
so-
power through and I hope they do something like EXO.
Next, all right.
'Cause they can do it. I believe in them. Open your eyes, close your eyes. Let's go. See the vision.
Let's do. I guess we've got more boys than girls.
Oh, we always do.
Not always.
Mostly.
So I guess we could talk about some more guys. I guess maybe I'll pick one of the male soloists. I guess speaking of EXO, we can talk about CHEN.
Yes.
Let me get to the timestamp. I really like CHEN's voice.
Yes.
I think he's got a very iconic sounding voice that is very unique and recognizable.
Mm-hmm.
So I feel like he's not getting enough views on this. So here is the clip.
Come to my broken heart.
So yeah, he's a little angsty in this, which I like.
I don't love like the overall, like the song was good, but like it's not really my style of song that I would listen to that often. But like his voice makes it so it doesn't matter. Like he can pull off any song.
I agree. This
like
it feels a little like movie soundtracky,
which sometimes solos can fall into easily.
Yeah,
so it makes sense. Like I like the guitar, but
Me
I just
too.
feel like there could have been a little bit of something more to the song aspect. But like he can do anything, like I said. So
yeah, and I wish he used his lower register a little bit more. I think his lower register is one of the best out there, just because his tone is so unique to him. Like I'm just picturing like the intro to the Eve and how his voice is just like, oh, it's just like you melt a little bit inside. You're yeah, look, that song, look, my Spotify shuffle is obsessed with that song, and even if I don't want to listen,
being a B-side, that was the title track.
But even if I don't want to listen to the whole song, I will always listen to his part.
I will never
skip his part at the beginning. Good. Oh, it's so good. So I almost wish I got something a little more like that, but I also feel like he needed to put out something a little more on the angsty side because he's going through it. So I'm okay with that. I feel like he had some stuff to get out of his system, and he did it this way, which I support. So even though I wouldn't say it's like a 10 out of 10 song, He's a
10 out of 10 vocalist, so it doesn't matter.
I didn't dislike it in any way, but it's like, I think it would be one that I would have to be in the mood to listen to.
Yeah.
But yeah, other than that, I like CHEN. I think he does. I think he's done a lot of good for the K-pop industry. You know, getting married and having kids and then still being an idol,
breaking boundaries, being a father.
I know, like
you know,
but I feel like he got so much hate for getting married and having a kid.
I know.
But then it made it easier for other idols to do the same thing. Like the idols that came after him didn't get as much hate.
I know.
So,
and then like they had the audacity to say that there's gonna be like a comeback soon, and I'm like, with who?
Can they even? Like half the members are suing SM. Like
who's left? Like, what?
You got Kai and Chanyeol.
Yeah, there you go. EXO.
I mean, if they wanted to do a subunit, I'd be okay.
I'm
with
down,
it,
but don't call it EXO.
No.
Yeah,
No.
If only. I wish I was there earlier in the K-pop timeline that I could have enjoyed them at their fullest.
It would have been
kind
of miserable at the time because there was a huge EXO versus BTS war.
I remember hearing of the lore. However,
it was so stupid, the amount of fighting. And it's like, I was someone that liked both groups. And so it was like it was really annoying to like both groups.
But at least we could have seen them, or at least did they ever tour in the U.S.? I'm sure they did.
They might have, but it wasn't when you were like into K-pop, so I wasn't going to concerts with you.
That's why I wish I was there earlier, so I could have at least experienced it once.
Yeah, look, the day Lay comes back to EXO, like that's not happening. I'm sorry, that's not happening. He's done with EXO.
He did didn't he do like a dance cover of Kai's song?
But he's not coming back to EXO. No way.
They need someone. They can't just have a duo.
No,
please.
he's
offer him a lot of money.
He's so done. He's been done.
I mean, maybe his heart has softened over time.
Maybe, but I highly, highly doubt it. I'll eat my words if he does come back. But I mean,
he's been very active more so
He's
in
too
recent times. So
he's too like popular in China to want to come back.
but China is opening up and allowing K-pop now.
Yeah,
so it could help.
true. I saw a post about that where it's
Now's
like I
the
can't
time.
believe I've been a fan long enough to see the K-pop ban put into place and be repealed.
Yeah, yeah.
And it's like, yeah, I remember.
Like, this is the time to do it.
Yeah. But anyways, that's Chen.
That's Jen.
All right. Who else?
R.I.P. EXO. I hope we make a resurgence somehow. Don't know how, but you know,
Yeah.
maybe one day.
Okay. Your turn to pick.
No. Okay. I mean, we can get some of these boy groups out of the way. I would assume, like, there's a lot of them, and they kind of merge together in my brain.
A little bit.
So let's do AMPERS&ONE. Why not?
Okay. Let's see. Let me get to the timestamp. All the way towards the end.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
I
wait,
had another option. I had 246 to
251.
Yeah. I didn't know what to do.
Yeah. All right.
Just play it.
Here we go. So yeah, it's like smooth vocals. But I feel
This
like
was one of the easier listens out of the
it
boy
was.
groups.
There.
So
It's still not unique. There's that's a cool shot. I still would
The
not call
cats.
this.
Those freaking cat
Yeah.
masks. Okay.
This still was not a very unique sounding boy group.
No, like it wasn't painful to listen to though, which is I can at least give it that.
I feel like I've heard this though. But I feel like they're falling into the trap that a lot of boy groups are. This was probably the best one out of the boy groups that sounded like this, which was many. But it's like I feel like I've seen the concept before.
Yeah.
I feel like I've heard the song before.
The black and yellow outfits were nice. Weren't as painful to look at as some outfits that boy groups sometimes wear.
Yeah. Yeah.
It was giving like I guess Yellow Jacket, like the bug, which is kind of the freaking mouth POVs. Can we talk about this for a second?
This
What
is awful.
with K-pop and mouth POVs, because it's happened I think twice, if not more, this month.
Like I was okay
And last
with
month there was still some. Too.
I was okay with
This one's a
Lisa
cat, so I'm
doing it
not-
for like a second because it kind of fit the concept. Like she's in an insane asylum, so like
Yeah.
But even then, it's still like it's not
This one
great
was aggressive,
to watch.
but at least it was a cat's mouth. I'm more comfortable with it being a cat mouth than a human mouth. But like, what is with the POV coming from the mouth? Like, I don't get it. It happens so much, and I can't take it anymore. I don't want to see the perspective from
That's
inside a
cute
mouth.
face.
It's so cute.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, and that's good.
Yeah.
That's probably why
that
they're
does
so
help.
like, because they were. I don't know if they're still on tour. They were very actively on tour recently. I don't know if it's ended yet, but yeah, they have a great fan base. Like, it's a solid fan base from what I can tell. So they're doing something. I'm assuming for the younger generation, because their fans do seem to be younger than us.
Yeah.
And maybe that's where the music's hitting. It's just not hitting for us.
Maybe. I don't know. I think they're all talented and charismatic, but I think that they're being held back by the kind of music that they're being given.
So,
Yeah, I see it too. Yep. Yep.
I mean, we don't need POVs from any body parts.
No.
Let's just say this now. We don't need POV from any body part other than maybe eyes. I will look out and be a POV. Like what they did with 17, where it was like Hoshi's perspective. Like, it was kind of like game format, where he was like a game character. In the teasers. I don't know if you watched them. But like, that POV is kind of cool. Coming from a body part of any other kind, I don't want to see it. I don't want to see what it's like.
Yeah, I'm okay.
Yes, you had to be there for it.
That was a choice.
It was a choice. I mean, Baddie's a really fun song. We enjoyed it, but the music video I don't often visit for similar reasons.
Yeah. But anyways, that's AMPERS&ONE. I don't have a ton to
And
say
yeah,
about
I mean-
it, but yeah. So I
Yes.
hope that they can find slightly different sound. I feel like they don't have much of an identity
I don't know
as a
what
group
to like
yet.
suggest to them either.
No.
Yet, because like I don't really know much about them as a group.
I think they are suffering from companies doing trend chasing with boy groups.
Yeah.
That's what I
However,
see.
the trend is kind of stuck. I don't think the trend is trending anymore. I think the trend is just kind of stagnant. So we need to find a new trend. If we're going to follow trends, you need to find a new one. Because we've been on this trend for a long time. So yeah, I don't know what to suggest to them, but do something creative. And I will at least give you points for being creative.
Yeah.
Like we do with girl
But
groups.
speaking of being creative, here's a girl group debut that I think is more creative. And I think it worked.
I wasn't sure how I was going to feel about them going into it because
now
I didn't know.
they are a group of teenagers, which I am disappointed in.
But at least it stops at 16. And we
at least
go below that.
We don't go below that. Yeah, that's a problem. When you go below the age of 16,
bar is so low now.
I have a really hard time with that.
The bar is on the floor, so at least we're above not being 13.
Not being in middle school, at least.
Yeah,
We're in high school, at least. And it's sad that that's where we are. At least
at this
they
point.
got an age-appropriate concept.
Yes.
But still, I will stick to my guns, and I will not financially support them until all members are over the age of 18.
Yes.
That is where I am at. Which is hard. I'll play the clip because there are some groups with minors that have really good songs, and I would like to fully support them. But I don't know. We're seeing how dangerous the industry is getting and how predatory it is, and I want to discourage companies from debuting groups with children. So, but here's the clip. Their voices are really cool.
Yes.
The effects that they put on their voices were that's not what I looked like it was pausing on.
And like I said, the bar is low. At least they're not 12. Anyway, I will say I wish they styled them a little bit differently so I could tell them more apart.
I feel like this is the only trend that they're chasing is the new jeans trend, where they have everybody looking very natural, but they all blend together.
New jeans in the styling, but not in the sound.
Not in the sound.
But so it was kind of hard to differentiate them because a lot of them had close-ups, and I was like, I just see a girl with black hair, and I want to see who.
Their outfits are really close too, so
it's a school uniform, so it makes sense. But as for the song goes, I thought it was very refreshing.
It was,
and their voices are beautiful.
Angelic, dare I say.
Yes. And the song was good.
It was.
I have no complaints about the song.
Now
either.
I'm thinking that if a group puts out a song called Nerdy, I'm going to love it, because Purple Kiss did the same thing, and I love Nerdy
so
by
far
Purple
we have
Kiss.
2. We need a third to make it a pattern.
Yeah.
So.
I don't know. I think this is another really good example of vocal layering, too. And yeah, it's just a song that you can kind of you feel like you're floating while you listen to it a little bit.
And it's great for going into summer as well. It's a good spring to summer vibing song. It just feels warm and bright.
It does. So I will keep my eye on them. But I will not give them money until they're all adults. But I could see them being a group that I follow pretty closely and enjoy. As long as they stay on this track. I think they've carved out a solid sound, which is hard to do with the debut. But I think they could do a lot with it.
This is unique, but also not too unique where it's this is a little crazy.
Yeah, there were some that we cut that were a little too unique in the bad ways. And if you're any familiar with K-pop this month, you can probably figure out what I'm talking about. I don't even want to think about it. I was actually disturbed by some of the things that I had seen.
But yeah, this is good, unique, and refreshing, and I think, and even their talent also meets the what? Tasteful, yes.
A lot of new groups are doing stuff where they go way over the top.
Especially when it's a debut. Sometimes they try a little bit too hard. I think this is the perfect amount of, they just put out a good song and now we're enjoying it.
Yeah.
So, Like, I do get bored with the school music videos, but this one was at least more entertaining than most school music videos.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, we will not be talking about the too unique. There are still some unique songs, but I don't
it
wanna
was a
name
girl
drop 'em.
group. It was a girl group. I'll tell you that much. And if you've been on Twitter, I think I saw a
We have talked about them before.
I think I saw a Nugu promoter on Twitter showing a clip of theirs. It was I'll give some hints. It was super colorful and super noisy. And a
Yeah.
little fuzzy. I'll throw that out there.
Like, texture-wise.
Yeah, there was some a little fuzzy
there was
in
some
it.
fuzz.
Yeah, and that's the hints. I'm
And
not
we
gonna.
have talked
I'm not
about
gonna.
them before. We talked
I'm not
about their
gonna
debut.
shame them that bad because I'm sure they
No.
weren't in charge of that. But whoever was in charge of that, I think they
No.
belong on a watch list because that was disturbing.
Yeah. So, yeah, we've talked about their debut. We didn't love that, and they have not proved to be any different than that.
No.
So we're gonna just, until they do something that we absolutely love, we're not gonna talk about that group, unfortunately.
Yeah.
Sorry, girls. Maybe next time. But
Alright. Well, we have a lot
Yeah.
of male soloists.
Yeah, lots of
So let's talk about a male soloist. Here's a returning one that we haven't had in a long time, which was honestly surprising. I didn't expect him to come back with anything because it's been so long. So this is Neil from Teen Top. I can't talk today.
Top.
Yeah. So Teen Top is a second gen boy group that I was somewhat familiar with. I wasn't a huge fan, but I would say Neil definitely always stood out to me. I think he's a cool individual. And
I think Teen Top did something as a group fairly recently.
they did. They
Yeah.
did.
I don't know if we talked about it, but
I don't
remember
know
it
that we
happening.
did, yeah.
I don't think it was like a really super official thing, so that's why we didn't talk about it. I'm not sure. But they're doing some stuff, which is interesting.
Which is exciting. I do really enjoy it. There's a few people that did stuff that are returning from second gen. So it is like a nice blast from the past. And they're proving that they still got it. But here is a clip.
Just cry 'cause I love her. Just seems
So he came
It was
back
hard to
sexy.
Sexy. It was hard to get the full vibe of the song in just 5 seconds because it's like he takes his time,
He
during
does.
the song,
And it's a
to
lot of
just-
silhouettes in the music video.
which is
That's
pretty. I
there's
like
a cool one. I do like it.
like it's very. Speaking of unique, like
It's
this is a very unique set.
simple. It's simple, but I think that it was
And
it fit the vibe of the song
Yeah.
just perfectly. I'm gonna leave it here because this is kind of
Yeah,
cool
it's
looking.
pretty. And if you listen to this in either good headphones or in a car, you hear there's chain sounds, which I didn't pick up on upon first listen, but there's like, it's weird. Like the production on this is very interesting. And it just like, there's new sounds I hear every time I listen to it, but it's good. It's sexy and good.
Yeah, he's always been really creative. But yeah, I like his vocal tone. I think this was perfect for him. It's a song that I'll probably have to be in the mood to listen to, but I think it's
Yeah.
good.
This is like I don't even know what headspace I would have to be in. Like, I don't know. I just have to be like, because it's not necessarily a chill song, but it's
No,
more
I think it's a
chill
song
than-
if you want to zone out to, like you could zone out to it.
It's a good zoning out song. Or if you're like doing
Like if you're like stressed
something.
and you want to relax,
Yeah.
this is a good song to put on, I think. I think he's got a very soothing voice, and I think the production on this was also very soothing, but in a very interesting way.
Yeah. It's
So
hard to explain unless you experience it for yourself.
yeah, I would say that this is one that you should go listen to all the way through, just so you can see what we're talking about. There's nothing
It's
really
fine.
to compare this to,
No. No, not really.
but I enjoyed it. So
Yes.
the Teen Top controversy, I did not.
I think he spoke out about being like mistreated in some way. I didn't read the full thing. I did see that pop up recently. Or at least like, I don't know. So we like Neil. That's all I can say. I don't know. I can't talk about the rest of the group because I don't know the rest of the group.
Yeah, I mean, it wouldn't surprise me because they came up in a time where mistreatment was the norm.
Yeah, I
So-
saw that pop up, but I just didn't read too much into it because I didn't have time to read fully what was going on. But he did speak out about something negative about being in that group, so hope he's okay. I mean, clearly he's thriving as a soloist. He deserves more views and more
True,
recognition.
true. What, how many views did this get?
Not enough.
Only 500K.
Yeah.
All right, yeah, go. I'm gonna give it a
Deserves
thumbs
more.
up, and yeah, go watch it and give him some more views because this is a cool song.
That's what I thought. I didn't know the specifics, but yeah, it was like a roughness within the group amongst members, which is more unique than just a company beating up on
Yeah,
you.
true, true.
So hopefully that gets sorted out and he's in a safe place and he's okay. We'll see.
We'll see. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know much about the group or the other members. I know him.
Yeah,
now.
Neil is. I think because he has very like unique visuals. He stood out to me early on, so he is the only member that I actually know as an individual. I never followed Teen Top very closely, but I hope whoever was doing the beating is not in the group anymore if they do group stuff. So
Yeah, kick him out. Kick him out. Kick him out.
we don't stand that.
No, we don't do that. So we are here for Neil and Neil alone until others are proven
Yeah.
good enough to be with Neil.
All right, let's do.
I don't know Teen Top. I know Neil. Okay.
I'll do
So-
another boy group, I guess.
Since we have so many.
To us.
Yes.
With another very long Korean title,
Yeah, there were a few of those.
which I think.
Okay,
now-
so we're good. We're in the clear. We're fine.
Cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Good on
Okay.
Teen Top. Anyways, so this is I had to pop up on my screen. 마음 달아 되는 것 멋지지 않아. If you speak Korean, there you go. That's the title of the song. I think I don't know what the English title is. And I think that with K-pop
They
being
never
so
do.
I think with
things.
K-pop being so global, they really need to have an English title as well.
I'm sure
I
it's on
think
Spotify.
it probably is, but like it's really hard for Western fans to search for this because a lot of them,
Yeah,
like
I would
don't
do
have
search and find the
like
most
if I'm
recent
on my
thing they did.
computer, I don't have a Korean keyboard on my computer.
I
I'm
just have to
probably
I would type their name and hope it comes up.
exactly. I think this is especially for a hype group. I think this is really not
I
doing them
think-
any favors.
I think it was like I think they meaningfully do it. Like I think they are appealing to the Korean audience.
Which is fine, but it's not that hard to put an English title in
That's true.
parentheses next to it. I
It
think
would
if
be
you
like-
want,
I don't know if it would fit in YouTube actually. They have a cutoff. But yeah, I think it is strategic. I think they are being way more marketed to the Korean
which is
audience.
fine.
Yeah.
I mean, they're doing great in Korea, but
Yeah.
I know HYBE also really likes their
Okay,
global
countdown.
fan
Wow,
bases.
that's such a short short title.
Put it in parentheses then. Oh
That
my
would've fit.
goodness.
That would have fit. Also,
It's
high
not that
equality.
hard. Oh,
High
high
equality
quality.
as
You're
well.
just watching me rage at
Watching
HYBE.
us rage off camera. But yeah, so we can play a clip.
Yeah, here's to us. Wait, let me make sure I get like the
You did.
the
Oh,
okay.
the end.
Yeah, the end time.
자꾸 끼는 심장이 하고 싶은 걸
So yeah,
It's
a
very their
classic.
sound.
It's a classic to
Classic
us
to
sound.
us.
So it means it's not
If you
for
like
me.
them, like if you like their sound,
but it's
then
good
this
for their
is
fan
you.
base. I thought the music video was beautiful. Look at these.
Yeah.
Look at it's simple, but it's stunning.
No, it very well could, to be honest.
Like look, even this is so much fun. But
Yeah.
like this, so I spent a summer in South Korea, and they went walking a lot of places that I really enjoyed walking.
Yeah.
So
So it's
it
like
does
nostalgic.
match that feeling. So as I was watching the music video, I was less listening to the song and more like, oh man, I missed that. That was so pretty there. Like, oh, it's so much fun. Like I love the culture in Korea in summertime, basically. Like it's just everybody's outside, they're hanging out, they're having a good time, and I think this music video captured it very well.
And yeah, I think the direct translation is way different than countdown. I think it's called countdown in English because they do count.
Yeah.
I think that's probably why they put that as the English title. So
yeah. So they know who they're marketing themselves to, and I can respect that. But I also think that it is a little.
But don't leave us all the way out.
I think it's irresponsible to not have an English title on YouTube when K-pop is so global now.
And sometimes it shows up later because like 17 did that too with the Sonogong Super. Like it was called Sonogong and then they changed it to Super later. So,
yeah.
It must be like a strategy that I don't understand.
I don't get it.
But
they're killing it in Korea, so
like I could hear this in a cafe and like walking down the street. I feel like that's where this would thrive.
Yeah, I guarantee you it's played in every shopping center in South Korea. Yep. But yeah, so it's
easy listening. It's nice.
Not a last festival. I really did enjoy that one. But I still enjoyed the music video, even though the song's not my style. Just because it did fill me with nostalgia, and I think it's so beautiful. So these guys know how to make a music video. So yeah, that's that.
They know their sound. Like, in comparison to these other boy groups, they know their sound. Like, they know what they're doing, and they know what works for them.
Yeah.
And we like identity here.
We do.
So good on them.
Good on them. Let's talk about girls now. So I guess we could go with Oh My Girl, because they're right here.
Oh My Girl.
Which I think is a very cute name. I don't always like Oh My Girl songs, but I like their name.
Yes.
I think it's so cute.
And the song is called Oh My.
Which I'm surprised it took them this long to have a song called Oh My. Okay. So I'll play the clip here. So yeah. Like now, it's very Oh My Girl. If you know their songs, it is one of those.
I believe this is a 10th anniversary.
Has it been 10 years already?
I believe so. There was a 10 on the cake, so I assume it's been 10 years.
I can't believe it. I guess, because I remember, they debuted with Cupid, and I do think that came out in 2015.
Yeah.
Hey, Cupid, I shot my heart, I did kind of like that one. It's so weird that I like that one, because you would think that's not, like, my thing. I don't know, I think it was the marching band aspect to it, with the chanting, that I think was super catchy.
And this was nice. I didn't have a problem with this really at all.
No, it does not top Nonstop, though. That is still their greatest song.
Well, yeah. I don't think it's anything like to be like, oh my god, it's so groundbreaking.
If you like Oh My Girl, you probably will like this.
I said the lovely vocals, and then they are just pretty.
They are.
They are stunning.
Like, I love this shot right here.
Yes.
I think their rapper is super cool. I've always thought she was adorable. Oh, this is cute. There we go.
Yeah. She always catches my eye. She caught my eye in the thumbnail. Like
her voice is so good. It doesn't matter even if I don't like the song, I usually like her part, which I will say probably I don't know, that it probably applies to this song because this isn't my style. But her part, when her part came on, I was like, yes, girl, give me more.
And I agree with this sentiment as well. I would have hoped for something a little bit more special for their 10th anniversary, but at least it's a song I can listen to and not hate. Yeah. Like, because it could have happened.
They do have some songs that I really do not like. Yeah. I don't like their song Dolphin,
which was super popular.
I don't know why. And I didn't like Liar Liar, which I know was also really popular.
It didn't have the hype factor.
No, this wasn't like a Girls' Generation.
I feel like that's a company
10 problem. Anniversary thing.
Yeah.
I wish that they would put out more songs. They had a song called Closer that came out very early into their debut, and I really wish that they kind of continued with that a little bit, or they would do something more along the lines of nonstop again. Because I
Yeah,
remember
and
we were when we were at the Dreamcatcher concert and we went to that boba tea place and nonstop came on with the big screen and the whole cafe erupted into cheers.
Yeah. 'Cause it's like one of those screens that just like spans like multiple walls. Like it's like a really long wide screen, and it was an iconic moment.
And like
and everyone
and all of the guys in the cafe specifically, they stood up and they were like, "Yes, here's my song." Like,
it's like, yeah, it's like sports, but for K-pop nerds. But I did hear 2 of the members did leave the company. However, they're still going to continue as part of the group. It's 2 of the most popular members, ironically enough. So that's fun.
yeah, I do like it when they stay together, even after a split.
But then people were like, with what activities? Because they were like, they'll continue on with group activities. And they're like, what group activities? We got this and nothing else for like the past like year or so. But I'm glad it's amicable. And I'm glad we're not splitting up entirely because they're so pretty.
They are pretty.
You can't mess with perfection here visually.
They are one of the prettiest groups out there. I'll give them that.
The whole music video, I was like, oh my God. Oh my girl.
Oh my girl.
She's so gorgeous.
Yeah.
But yeah.
That's them. Congratulations on making it 10 years. That's hard to do as a girl group. Usually they don't make it past 7.
Yeah. So at least we have that. I hope their company still treats them well.
Yeah.
And gives them comebacks. Because sometimes they stop giving them stuff when it gets complicated like this. So let's not pull a Mamamoo. Let's not do that. We need group activities.
Yep.
Not just unit activities. And solos from not your company.
Should we talk about Mamamoo then, since you brought it up?
Yeah.
We have Solar.
Part of Mamamoo.
Part of Mamamoo.
I want a full group comeback, please.
My bias of Mamamoo right here. Which, you know, I'll be honest, this was one of the songs that let me down.
Not vocally, though.
Not vocally. No. She's never a vocal letdown.
No. Just style-wise.
I think But I was like 10 times more unique than this. This felt generic, but here's the
I
clip.
love this for you, Connor.
I'm ready to fly, love someone for a look.
Yeah, so like she pops off vocally, like for sure.
This feels like like the dancing montages in Disney movies, like the Disney original movies. That's what it feels like to me, which is not bad. It's very fun and.
Why can't I catch it?
That's
and, like,
cute.
It's all right. This was my favorite outfit of hers.
It was good.
Yeah.
This feels like a dancing in your bedroom style of song. It's not something that I would play often. Probably.
No.
But like it's not bad.
Feels
it's
like
just not what I was expecting.
Feels like the ending of High School Musical.
A little bit. Which is a good feeling. Like it gives me a good like warm nostalgic feeling. It's just like not necessarily my musical style.
No.
I want to listen to all the time.
No. I think her other solos were all stronger than this one. Like she looks happy. It looks like this was something that she had a lot of fun doing, but I don't know, it just didn't hit for me, and it's sad when one of your favorite artists misses for you. Cuz like I want to support her. She looks great, she sounds great, but like this is just
also,
not
with bangs. I didn't realize she would look so good with bangs.
It's
she
true.
looks amazing with bangs.
She does.
Like I saw a picture of her and I was like I almost didn't recognize her because I was like, "Oh, this changes her like so much, but it's good."
There was a cute one too.
That's
I just think
not
she's
bangs, but
she's she has side bangs.
I went the full like bangs. I was like,
yeah.
Did not expect it to look that amazing on her.
Yeah.
But yes, we do need a full Mamamoo comeback. Like we've been loving the solo work. We love the units, but it's time.
There's some magic when they're all together.
It's so true. We need it.
So I would like that again. Yeah. But like it's not bad. It's just not it's that genre that a lot of groups have been doing that I find to be kind of boring. So that's that.
Yeah. Again.
Anyways,
not bad, just not,
not
for
bad,
us.
but not great. Here, you pick one. We haven't picked in a
should we
minute.
do KiiiKiii? Should we get that one? Should we talk about that?
If you want, Yeah. So when I said that I can respect girl groups trying new things,
this was not what we meant.
No. I respect them for being unique.
That's fair.
Or trying something experimental. This did not pay off though.
No.
So I don't know what their debut was super strong, like the actual debut song, but then they kind of fumbled following it up. Like Been That Girl had good moments, but we can't overlook the second verse. And we talked about that last month.
Rap. The birds screaming or whatever.
Yeah. And it kind of ruined it.
This made me want to be a bird screaming.
This made me miss the second verse of Been That Girl.
Yeah,
even though I like the rest of the song.
Let's go back.
Even though I like the rest of the song of Been That Girl, that second verse was atrocious. This song as a whole, I don't know what was happening. But I'll play the clip here.
And that's just the chorus.
That's the chorus. The verses aren't much better.
They are
there's some
better
interesting
than that, though, sound-wise, but not good.
No. There's some interesting visuals.
Not good interesting.
No. The ones I was just showcasing. Like, this is interesting.
What is that?
It's a cool looking sunset.
No, I meant the blob of inanimate objects. What is that?
I don't know, but look, like I like the color scheme that they
the sky
had
is
here.
nice. We'll give them that.
Yeah, like the like I don't know what all this
what is
is.
That thing? What is that? Is it a perfume bottle?
Something like a pile of treasure.
There's dirt.
But like,
why is there dirt?
The colors is groundwork.
Ah, groundwork. Yeah, that makes sense.
Like I thought these. I don't know. I think it was all right.
It's giving Q-tip. It's giving Q-tip.
Oh, why'd you ruin it for me? Like this was all right, the ending, but then it gets kind of boring back at the end.
Yeah. So the chorus to me sounds kind of like what you would expect from a broken blender. That's the only way I can describe the sound of the vibe, and I can't get past it, and I guess I can respect their creativity, but I cannot respect the sound.
I do like
the sound hurts me.
I do like that their music videos are like really like they're sticking to the outdoorsy stuff, which is different.
Yeah, that is the only thing that's the same.
I do wish that we could get the sound from the first song back. Because the first song was really good.
Can you the way they described this group to us pre-debut is nothing like what this is. They said Y2K. Where is Y2K?
Where's Y2K here?
Y2K was in the first song, and then we went off the rails. The train has left the track. We are going in a weird place, and I want to go back.
Let's
I want to
pull
go back
it
to
back.
their debut.
Pull it back, because I want to like them. I really do.
It's like, and I respect them for trying something, but I cannot listen to this with a straight face. It's not good music. I'm so sorry.
No. And if you say that you like this...
All they had to do was drop the debut and then not do anything for like a few months.
But if somebody says that they actually enjoy this and think it's good, I don't believe you, first of all. And I also think that you're just saying it to be quirky and unique. Because this is not good.
No.
And I will put my foot down. They tried something different and it didn't work. They should have realized that this just didn't work and then not released it, even as a B-side without a music video. I think I think you can make arguments for Been That Girl because there are a lot of good moments in that song. Like you cannot make an argument for this.
Like, there are good vocal moments, at least in this. In this, there is just pain and suffering. I don't know what to consider it. And yes, Y2K. It's kind
still
of
popular.
It's on the downtrend, though. I would say it's kind of like fading out. But the company described them as a Y2K centered like style group, and we have gotten basically none of that except for their debut. So I don't know what they were going with that, because I'm not seeing Y2K anywhere up in here.
No.
Anyway.
So it's disappointing. I would still argue
they need to do less. I feel
true. Pull it back.
Do less. Just drop that debut and then let us like marinate on that a little bit.
Let us
like snack on that.
Want to have more.
Yeah.
Like we got too much. This is too much, and I want them to take it back.
They're shoving like every month so far since their debut. They've been dropping these songs, and it's getting progressively worse. And I'm like, please take it back.
You had such a good thing. Let's go back to it.
Anyway, they're very talented girls. It's just I don't know what their company is doing. I don't understand. I can't wrap my brain around it.
This is being different to a fault.
Yeah, and we didn't need it. We just needed the debut. People love
the debut was unique enough that they should have stuck with it.
We were vibing with the debut, and now we're here, and I don't know where we're at, honestly.
Yeah.
I don't understand. So, KiiiKiii, I'm not KiiiKiiing with you anymore until you go back to your debut sound.
All right. Well, let's talk about something a little more positive. Okay, pause, please. So this is TIOT, which we had a lot of positive things to say about their debut, which was a ballad, which somehow hit us really hard, which normally they don't, especially for me. This is not a ballad, but they're showing their range, and I think it's paying off. Also, I need to know what the sample is from. I think it's Bad by Namjoon.
I feel like that's such a
A-Pink.
niche sample. Like I feel like, but unless it's like a sample from something else that she even used.
But if there's somebody else, KiiiKiii more like, oh gosh.
Aww,
no.
No.
That song, yes. The group, no.
Yeah, like the group deserves better than whatever that trash was given to them.
But if somebody can tell me what this sample is from, it's driving me nuts. If it is just that song, I figured it out. But yeah, here's the clip. It's different. I think that sample
Different than
was,
what we had expected from them.
Yeah, I honestly was expecting them to be a vocal group, but they're proving that they can be a dance group too, like a very dance performance focus. I think they're underrated, honestly. I can't get them. They're gang.
It's like found footage. The last thing you see before you're knocked out.
Yeah, honestly.
And your wallet is stolen. That's what
Honestly,
you see.
they're doing the bad boy thing, and they're doing it well.
They
They were good boys in the last. They were sad good boys in the last music video, and they said,
Not
"All right,
anymore.
we're
We have
not
transcended."
Why can't I get the good part? Okay,
They're moving a lot.
They're moving a lot. They're dancing
He's
real
pixely,
hard.
but he's cute.
There's the ending
They're in a
right here.
junkyard. The visuals of being in a junkyard.
Yeah, I think they're criminally underrated. Like, how many views does this have? 55,000 views for a production on this scale. That's actually good.
If someone could tell us what sounds so familiar about this, please.
Yeah, so I need
let
people
us
to
know.
investigate and tell me where the sample is from.
Yeah.
Like, Bad had a very similar sounding sample. I don't think it was the same melody, but if that's where I think, because at first I thought it was Talk Saxy, but I don't think it's Talk Saxy.
Yeah.
I played Bad and Flexline next to each other, and they are very similar samples, but I don't think that's what I'm hearing. I want to say it's a girl group that did it, but I can't remember.
Yeah. But as far as boy groups go, we are liking them.
This is probably my favorite out of the 5th gen.
Out of the new boys.
Yeah, out of all of the new ones, they do stand out to me very much. It's them and what was that other really experimental boy group that we had a couple months? What is their name? They're more on the femme side of things. You know what I'm talking about? That they had like the gems on their face and
X-Love.
X-Love, that one.
How do you say their name?
Yeah,
I don't know
yeah.
how to say their name.
So
Yeah.
I like them and I like TIOT.
Which I think they teased to come back, so I think we're going to be seeing them in a few months. Maybe one day.
Yeah. So, anyways, go support TIOT.
Yeah.
It's not my favorite song overall, but I think it's really catchy.
It is.
And I like them as a group. So
Yeah. They've proven themselves worthy.
Worthy of more views. Actually, let me make sure we have thumbs them up.
Criminally underviewed.
We have thumbs them up on our official YouTube channel. Okay. So yeah, drop a like, maybe even comment on them to give them some more boost in the algorithm, because I think they could be something really special.
I know. They're such a good group. I have so much faith in them. We just need other people to join us.
Yeah.
And I have no idea what their name means.
No, I don't need, no.
Because even the Korean is just like, it's just TIOT.
All right, Josie, you pick.
I guess, are we still sticking with boy groups? I guess we kind of have to. You think?
Either that
is
or
it time to do
solos.
something else? solo. We could do the Alexa collab with Kiko.
Who I was not familiar with.
I'm not familiar with her either.
I think
she has a random 5 in her name, which confused me, but it is Kiko.
I mean, it could be like the number, like, sound, like, that's 5. And
Yeah. But yeah, this was unexpected and fun, and she's finally free. Alexa's free.
She is. We support that.
And this is something we can support because this is her own thing. This has nothing to do with ZB label, so that's good.
Yeah. I'll play the first clip because we do have 2 clips.
Yeah,
of
there
this.
are 2 because
they have
to see it all.
Yeah, it's there's a lot going on in this. So here we go. Let me make sure I get the end time. There we go.
Back, vital check, run it back with my gang, but I'm not being past.
So yeah, I honestly want them to be a duo.
It would be so good. Like they
played off each other so well.
They work so well together. Yeah, like harmonizing singing wise, but also with like the rap battle.
And the dance, they can keep up with each other dancing.
And like the visuals work together because they like have a similar vibe
concept.
aesthetically. Yeah, like
yeah.
I'm down for a duo.
Honestly, yeah. And
we're
not talking about this release this month, but there was another release of 2 Billy members, and I think they were very similar, but I think this song had more dynamics than the other one did. Like I kind of liked the Billy song, but I think this was like the superior version of it. We didn't have
much. There
was a lot we had to cut.
So unfortunately they didn't make it, but this one did, and I like that they're also performing on music shows and stuff like that. Like,
they are.
Yeah, like
I'm gonna have to watch that.
I think so. I think I saw that they were. I know Alexa was doing activities. Maybe I saw it. I don't know.
Yeah, I'd like to watch it.
Yeah.
I don't know, but here's the rap.
Yeah, it's like a rap battle kind of thing. It's like a conversation, but like a rap. Like it's so. I like how they work off each other. I love their energies.
I agree. Yeah.
Also, yeah, she's from Oklahoma, I think. I think that's where she's from.
Yeah, she is. Yeah, so so Alexa, her mom is Korean, but her mom was adopted, so she never learned how to speak Korean. She was adopted into an American family. So Alexa had to teach herself Korean when she won a competition.
She did so well at it.
Yeah, so she won a competition and got introduced to the industry that way. So I followed her since pre-debut when she was just known as Alex. And I've really liked her, so yeah.
That's what their name means, I think. Time is our turn.
Oh, okay.
I think is what it for TIOT.
Yeah.
What I'm referring to. So I think that explains that. Anyway.
But yeah, no, I did enjoy this. I think it's one of the better songs that came out this month.
I like it.
Yeah,
because it still had like, even though it was like a collab with someone we didn't know, like it still had Alexa's sound kind of.
The sound that we weren't getting for so long that she thrives at.
True.
Like, yeah, she makes a great pop punk singer, but this is where she thrives.
Yes.
She's a performer before I think she's a vocalist. Like,
so
it's such a weird choice to have one of the best dancers in the industry and not have her dance. I'm sorry. That's such a...
like giving her only English angsty songs, which makes no sense.
Which is, I think it's good for her as like an occasional release that way.
But not back to back and nothing else.
No, her fandom name was AI Troopers. Like,
yeah.
Give her some electro pop music or EDM or something. Like,
yeah, but this was really, like, I think, because I don't know what their budget was or anything like that, but it was
high budget.
Like, it looks high budget. I don't know what they were working with, but
I do think this is a song that you need the visuals to go along with it. I don't think it's one that I'm gonna listen to too much outside of watching a music video.
Yeah,
but their performance is so good that I probably will go back and watch it.
They are like a perfect
every now and then. Duo. They are, and I think they should collab more often.
Yes,
but that's them. We still have quite a bit to get through, so I'm gonna try to. I guess here's one that I don't have too much to say about, but it's nice.
Oh yeah,
I wasn't expecting this.
Ace of VAV, not to be confused with the group, which is it's so hard to find him as an individual because Ace comes up whenever I'm searching his
true.
name, and I'm like, this is so confusing.
Yeah,
but
this is not the group.
King. Look at our summer king
singing in Portuguese.
Yeah, we got some Portuguese representation with MINHA RAZÁO.
I'm not even gonna try.
I'm not gonna try. And that's how it was pronounced. So.
I sent it to my Mexican friend, thinking that this was
no,
Spanish.
It's clearly not Spanish.
But I heard some Spanish-sounding words, and he's
amor, yes.
Yeah, so he understands Portuguese pretty well, and he corrected me, but I was like, okay, I don't speak any of these languages, so I don't know, but I thought
You've been requested to look at this. So, Honey Solar, that's interesting.
Oh, yeah. No, I've seen Honey by Solar. Yeah.
Well, that's what people were comparing the sample to.
Oh.
Or at least comparing the song or something. I don't know. I would have to listen to them again.
I'm pulling it up right now.
But yeah.
I'm pulling it up in a different
some
tab.
options for you. So, Who Dis, Secret Number. Lupin,
I haven't heard that song
DKZ.
before, so I haven't heard either of those.
I'm leaning towards
Honey.
I'm leaning towards Honey because I don't think you listened to Who Dis.
I think that's the same sample in Honey. I think it is. I'm listening to it now. I think it is. I think that might be where I heard it.
More sense. Okay.
I think I was hearing that and I was in Bad. I think those were the two songs.
He wasn't offended by it.
No, he was not
because
offended.
It's similar enough that he can understand.
Because we have a Portuguese friend too, and they speak Spanish to each other.
It's confusing. But
so I just kind of sit there
Spanish,
and I don't speak Spanish. I took 1 year in high school and I don't remember it like at all.
Like, just from the title, I was like, yeah, that's not Spanish. But
like, I don't even know enough Spanish to know that that's not Spanish.
But if I heard the song, like the Amor part, could lean towards Spanish.
I thought I heard some things that sounded vaguely Spanish.
I mean, it's Spanish adjacent, but
Spanish adjacent. Yeah. No. My friend, he's very understanding that I don't speak any, but sometimes I try to throw out my 10 Spanish words that I do know to participate, and he thinks it's funny. So we've got like I've got like 5 types of Spanish speaking friends in my friend group, and they all speak vaguely different forms of Spanish, but they all can understand each other, and I just sit there like, yeah. I know what's going on. Cool. He thought it was funny, though, that I sent him this. So, but anyways, here's a clip. Let me make sure. Okay, timestamp. Can you not see how I was a little confused?
Like, I mean, it's a tropical sound.
Look, I took Spanish for 1 year when I was 14. That was a long time ago.
But yes, this is a beach vibing song.
It makes me want to go to the islands.
Lay on the beach towel and just put some sunglasses on and take a nap or something. Like, oh, look at him. And the way he was advertising his concept photos were very nice too. I sent those to you before I even had heard the song, before the song had come out, because there were abs and I was like, yes.
Oh yeah.
Killing it. But yeah, he's a beautiful man. And his voice is very soothing and nice.
It is.
And like, it just makes me happy.
It was a
happy time.
I will probably only listen to this while I'm laying on a beach with a pina colada in my hand. But when I am on the beach,
so nice. Like if you just hear it kind of like in the background as you're walking down like a boardwalk or something, I feel like this would be such a good song for that. It would make me so at peace.
Or when I'm floating in a pool in an inner tube, like just it's laying out in the sun.
It's not something I can like listen to in the car because I feel like that's not the vibe. But on a tropical vacation, absolutely.
Yes. Also, congratulations, Connor. Graduation feels amazing.
Welcome to the club.
I was so ready to
get out. It's a great time.
I was so ready to get out of school.
Except if you're going to college, it doesn't end there.
It doesn't end, but college is more fun than high school. So
it's more tolerable than high school. So.
Anyways,
yes, this is very nice. If you're going on a tropical vacation, I highly recommend adding it to a playlist. For that occasion.
Let's do Artemis now.
Yes. Speaking of experimental, this is experimental.
Yeah.
But I think much better than KiiiKiii.
Better.
interesting lyrics. It starts off with like,
I
you
don't
can see me when I punch you in the face or something like that.
I didn't like that. That was really off-putting to me.
I didn't like it. I love.
I don't want to be threatened with assault when I start a song personally.
Yeah. I think they were trying to come off as like tough, but it kind of came off as aggressive.
Uninviting.
Yeah. But visually,
anyways, visually
amazing.
Very cool. Here's a clip. Now this is definitely a Luna sound. This is what like Luna started as, which makes sense.
I mean, not with like the punch you in the face thing.
Not the punch you in the face.
The chorus.
But it's like a song that like almost hits
great.
for me, but it falls short. Like it's like a song like I understand why people like it, but it's like not for me.
It was good. Yeah, that's a valid response.
Yeah.
It's like, I feel like it has potential for a song I would like, but like I don't think it hits the mark for me.
That's my problem with the majority of Luna's music. Is like it's so close. I understand the hype, but it's like not quite for me. And that's where the song fell. It was a classic Luna sound, which the fans love, and I love that for them. I loved the visuals of it. I thought it was super cool looking. Which, you know, Luna's music videos always have great visuals. That's not what I thought I was clicking. I want them all in black and white. There.
Ooh, that's cute. Yeah,
that's
the
cool
black and white was my favorite look of the entire music video, but like the brighter outfits were fun. But I think this fits the vibe more.
I think I would have liked it more had there not been questionable lyrics throughout it. Even some of the Korean lyrics I wasn't like thrilled by.
I feel like they were going for something and I don't think it worked.
Yeah.
But like musically though, like it wasn't bad.
I do want
the lyrics.
I do want ARTMS to go back to their debut sound.
Was it pre-debut or debut? Was that
I thought that was their debut.
It's like the scary
the horror one that we watched. Yeah,
I don't know if that was pre-debut or debut.
Yeah, because this is just like back to regular Luna music. But even Virtual Angel was like a huge departure from that.
I ended up liking Virtual Angel though. Like I didn't like the music video or anything like that, but I liked the overall song. But it's confusing because they have a lot of sounds.
I think Virtual Angel plays way too much into the parasocial relationships that I think makes K-pop a little toxic.
I just meant sound-wise.
Yeah, sound-wise, it's not bad.
Really nice. Yeah, but it's also just confusing because we've had like 3 different sounds with each comeback. It's just kind of getting confusing.
I thought their horror concept was
unique and
so cool, and it fits with the ARTMS name.
Yeah. Because there was like lore. There was like a, what was it? Greek mythology lore.
Yeah.
So we liked that.
I thought. I don't know. Luna. There's so much that happened with there's so much lore to Luna. I don't know if they're the same members. I don't know. No, it wasn't English. I want to punch you in the face. That was straight up an English lyric.
That was a straight up English lyric.
So no, there was.
That was the first thing they said.
That's the opening line, and I felt threatened.
And no, they're not the same. Odd Eye Circle.
Well, that was like a unit from Luna. I think. Don't get me wrong. There's so much to Luna that I don't understand.
It's also just very confusing because of all like the company changes and things are happening and
now they've got like they're split into 2 different groups and soloists like.
But then the one group's no more.
I don't know what's going on with them. I can't keep up.
ARTMS is still here. That's all I know. It's confusing. So they are from Luna that no longer exists. But
I don't know if they're the Odd Eye Circle subunit. I don't know. I don't know. There's so much to Luna. I would need like a full day to study if I wanted to answer those questions. I am a casual observer of Luna.
But like this wasn't bad.
It wasn't bad.
Just not what I had hoped for.
No, go back to horror, please. That was super cool.
Yeah, but visually stunning.
Visually great.
Love that. Like those muscles. Girl, she's been working out.
She has. She's done crunches.
Flexing, and I was like, dang, I'm jealous.
All right, I think we can talk about. Oh, I was gonna do Kai.
Oh, okay. I mean, it's fine. I don't care.
I don't know. I think there's cooler ones. Spoiler than this, that it's not like the main event. He also came out like first, so
that's true. He was right there.
And we have so much to get through with Kai that
So speaking of vacation vibes, this is giving vacation vibes.
And we're going on vacation this weekend, Josie.
Yeah, where there's going to be pools.
Pools and water parks. I'm so pumped. Oh, wait, why'd I do that? Okay.
Unfortunately, it's not in a tropical place. It's
not going to be
tropical.
We're going to stay at a Great Wolf Lodge. I'm very excited. I've never done it before. My inner child is ready.
But at least we're going to be adults swimming.
We are.
Adult Swim.
We are. Anyways, here's the first clip of Adult Swim. Yeah. We have 2, so here it is.
Adult Swim.
Yeah. Which I always think of Cartoon Network Adult Swim.
Yeah, that's what I had first thought when I heard this. And when I first heard the song, I will say, didn't love it.
It's a grower.
Didn't get it. It is a grower. And I love the ending of this song. I like what they were doing at the end of the song so much. And it has grown on me, and I think it is a very fun pool party type song.
It is. I'll probably listen to it when I'm when we're on the way to vacation. I don't know that it'll get much play outside of when I'm in a vacation mood.
Yeah. I did listen to it in the car, and I did like it the more I listened to it. So it, like I said, it is a grower. If you only listen to it once.
Yeah. I mean, Rover was also a grower for me.
Yes.
I did not hit on the first listen. Well, no.
I know.
Was a first listen.
I know.
It was that song.
Recently.
And then we have a second clip here.
Yeah. But also, love the crop top. This man is born for crop tops.
He is. They were made for him.
Mm-hmm. This part's so good.
It's so good.
My favorite part of the entire song.
The music. This is one of the greatest music videos he's released, though. Personally,
Yeah,
look at that. He's meant for crop tops. Look at that.
Yeah. My note here is pool party goals. If Kai ain't there in a crop top, I don't want it.
True. So also, thanks for hanging out, Quality.
Yes.
But yeah, this is this was one of Kai's 2 songs. I will say it's not my favorite of the 2. I like Wait on Me more.
I agree.
However, but this one
has grown on me since
it's made me excited for our vacation.
Yeah.
So, oh my gosh,
so this one's more of like the typical
classic Kai. Here we go. We also have 2 timestamps.
Yeah. So I had to get the verses as well as the chorus because they are
they're very different.
Yeah. I think love what he does with his voice there.
His voice is so cool. He knows how to, he's not the strongest vocalist in EXO. That's not his role.
No.
But he knows how to use his voice very well. It's so hypnotizing.
The moment he did that, I was like, this is perfection.
It is.
This is perfection. It's just, because it's it is giving, this is a kind of a trend, the Brazil Latin flair, that's what that vocal style is. There's a lot of that in their music.
Oh, maybe I send this to my friend from Buenos Aires.
They would probably like it.
Maybe
because it has that Latin flair to it, which I really like. But it's not in your face. It's just the style of his vocals is just giving, let's go to a Brazilian parade or something.
Yeah. Also, Connor, I think that is so irresponsible of that company. Right. I don't like what they're doing. That they're making a boy version of Triple S with 24 members.
We don't need it.
It's not healthy. It's not healthy. The members are constantly going to be in competition with one another, and it's super toxic. So, no, I'm not going to support that, honestly.
We have enough competition shows as it is.
Yeah.
Please. They're taking all the members from these other groups.
Need to chill with that.
Stop.
It's a trend that needs to die. And the way that they do it is extra toxic. So, no, I don't stand for it.
We don't want it.
All right, but here's the second clip of this song.
This is the chorus.
It's very smooth, very cool. Look at him. He's such a good-looking man.
He really is. I would, my only thing I would have liked is maybe the chorus be a little bit more dynamic. Look at the Lion King.
I know.
Look at Lion King up there. Simba. Yeah, so I wish the chorus was had a little bit more oomph to it, at least in the second chorus that they did, but I can't be mad at it because the verses are so good. So
yeah, I agree. I had a good time. And I will never complain when Kai releases music.
No. And this is first back from
military.
Yeah.
He got busy right away, so
He was
we
like,
respect
I'm ready.
it.
Put a crop top on me. Let's go.
Yeah.
No break.
Oh, Cotter, that is so toxic. Yeah, I'm not supporting that. I don't even think we'll cover it on monthly review because it's so toxic.
What is happening? No, we don't need any of this.
No,
Let's stop.
that's terrible. That's actually like a nightmare. That's terrible. That's so bad. I can't imagine the infighting that's gonna happen in that group with that many members. That's very irresponsible of them.
I can't even like they can't be getting paid because
No.
there's only so much money to go around. So like I don't know how you work with that many people in a group to begin with, but then you make it a competition, and I feel like that just
Constant competition. That's terrible for your
that
mental
just
health.
like is a breeding ground for mistreatment. That is how I don't.
Anyways, we
Kai's great. We love.
we
Kai.
have too much to talk about and not enough time, so I'm gonna move on. This is UDTT. We talked about their debut.
Yes.
They are all adults. We respect that.
We love that. That's why we are talking about them.
So even though
Also-
we thought their debut song was way stronger than this, but we're
Yes.
still gonna cover it because they're all adults and we want to hype them
Yeah.
up.
And they have been getting a lot of good feedback as being good live singers, which is great. So they've been doing some music shows and
Also,
people are commenting
get
on
these
how good they are
views
live. Get
up.
those views up. I know it's not like the best song in the world, but like it's not bad.
No, no, it's by no means a bad song. It's just not as strong as their debut. But I'll play the clip. So, yeah, it has a nice build to it. It's catchy.
It's a good song, I think, for Korean audiences.
This is so pretty.
I feel like this is a Korea song.
It is.
And not an international song, whereas their debut was an international song.
They're showing their range, but I do
And I
hope
will
their
say
main
the
sound
voc-
stays like the debut.
The vocals are remained there. Like the vocals are still good, and they're hitting hard. And I think they did have. I think the one with the mask. They had a member on hiatus for some reason. But I think she's
I
back
was
now.
I was curious about the
Yeah,
mask,
that
but
was
they
just her placeholder.
Yeah.
I think.
which is I like it when they leave a spot for them to fill when they
So,
come
yeah,
back.
I think something happened, but I think she is back for the. I think I don't. I can't keep track, but
yeah. So it is more on the cutesy side.
yeah.
Not like their debut was much more on the performance side, much more girl power-y, which I tend to like more. But if you like cute girl groups, this is a group of adults.
Yeah.
And
Yes.
they're talented and skilled, and I think with a bigger fan base, they could do a lot. So I am here for that. I don't have too much to say about it other than that. I do
And
want to
they're
shout
good
them out.
at singing live, so you don't have to worry about that. They are good live performers. They just need more support, and I want them to be something.
Yeah.
Something big. We're still rooting for you, even though this was not our style. It still was good. It was a decent song.
True. Who do you want to talk about next?
Should we talk about xikers?
We can talk about xikers.
They were just right in front of my face. So.
All right. Xikers doing some cool stuff, honestly.
Doing some cool stuff. I don't know. Should we play it first, or should we talk about it?
I'll play it first. It
Okay.
seems to be like a good system. If I could get it to land on there, on the right timestamp.
Hello, sir.
Oh, right here. Okay, 34. So yeah, it's very xikers, very KQ.
Yes, but you know what I was thinking the whole time? That this is the younger brother of Water by 17 hip hop unit.
Oh, maybe that's why I like this
Yeah.
song so much, because I love that song.
It has like the same elements, but like we're talking about breathing instead of water.
True.
Yeah, so it had a similar energy to Water, if you know that song.
Yeah, which you should, because it's a great song. But I thought the raps in this were some of the best raps released in a K-pop song this year.
Agreed. They have just
They're-
really good rappers.
Their
They've
rappers
always
are
been.
some of the best. And I don't know, they were just doing some really interesting things, and I really liked it. It was my favorite part of the song.
Yeah, and I think that's a testament to them working so closely with ATs.
honestly,
because
yeah.
They have been like
Can we get a
taken them out of the
subunit?
room.
Can we get a subunit of the rappers from ATs and xikers?
That'd be fun. I would like that. Yes, please.
That would be super cool.
That's a request.
I also think their performance, they really set the bar high for performance.
Yeah, because we saw that with Witch, their song Witch.
Yeah, and I believe we gave
Ridiculous.
them the K-pop award for best choreography.
Choreography, yes, because they deserve it. Like they haven't gone wrong, I think, this whole time since their debut.
No,
So-
they put out a lot of really good songs, and I think this is my favorite song by them.
Hmm?
I dare say this is my favorite xikers song.
Yeah, and thinking about it, and like, yeah, I would have to review, but I'm pretty sure.
No,
yeah.
I think this is it. This is it.
I agree. They just know who they are.
They do.
And I think their company recognizes who they are, and they allow it to flourish. They don't.
I think
try to
KQ is a
stifle-
great company.
Yeah,
I think they might be the best.
that's why I want Everglow to go there.
Everglow
so
would
good.
fit with them too.
I know.
That is a nice wish list. I want KQ to grow as a company. They seem to treat their artists with respect and dignity, and respect their creative choices, and they work really well with their artists. So yeah, I don't know. I'm very excited to see what they do, but this was a hit for me immediately. It was one of the few songs that hit immediately this month. There was only one other, I think, that did. So, but yeah, that's them. We have a couple more soloists. Let's see, we haven't talked about Mark yet, so it's right here. So I'll pull it. Actually, we have a few more soloists, so we can knock out the soloists while we're thinking about it. No, not like that. I'm not gonna punch them in the face. Don't worry. That's not happening.
When I punch you, that's Artemis's thing. That's not
Yeah,
happening.
I'm not punching anybody.
No.
It's not my style. All right.
And
so,
yeah, I do have that feeling as well. Before the hype of it all.
Mm-hmm. Here we have 2 timestamps, so let's
Yes.
play this one first. Now Mark has
so
a nice singing voice.
He does, and he's just so hot when he does that.
Mhm.
Yeah, that part hit instantly for me. That was an instant hit for me when I
Yeah.
saw that. I was like, ooh,
Now this isn't my favorite genre. I'll be totally honest.
that's fair. I like this more than you, I think.
You do.
genre-wise.
It's a good song. I can respect that this is a good song. It's just not my sound that I gravitate towards. It's so hard to get a time. That's kind of a close shot.
There you go.
I like Mark a lot. I think his song, I forget how to pronounce it. The song that he did with Youngji is my favorite.
Yeah, the one with the F in the title.
Yeah. I don't know how to say
It
it.
was like Frankenstein adjacent. I don't know
something.
what it was called.
Yeah.
It was something.
That's still my favorite.
he references it in this song.
Yeah, it's a very Mark song. I'll
Yes.
give him that.
I mean, the whole music video is his like life.
It's his
story,
life
essentially.
story. Yeah.
Going
I-
back to Canada. So
Mhm,
cute.
with the hockey
Playing hockey.
and everything.
Ah.
Yeah.
There's
But
a random
it's
bear
not
on a
just.
mountain.
But
Love
it's
that.
not just a vocal song. He does rap
No.
because that is what he is
Yes.
known for.
And when that moment happened, I was like,
It is my favorite part of the song.
I gasped. I
Yeah.
gasped. I
So
wish I could play the whole part.
Here's his rap.
But
He's
the entrance into that rap was iconic. It hit so hard. I was not expecting it, but it was so good. Like
he's a very cool man.
he is an
He
amazing man.
works hard, and he knows that he has worked hard.
yes, and he hypes
And now
himself
he's
up,
able
and
to.
it's-
I want. Oh, that's kind
There
of
you go.
cute. That's kind of adorable. There's better.
There you go.
But yeah, I like that he's his
What a
own
man.
best type man. I think that's
is.
he's earned it.
Like, and he's proven he can do kind of everything. He does everything. Like with these past 3 songs that he's released, it's just like he does it all,
Yeah.
and he's just doing it well.
So yeah, good job,
Good job,
Mark.
Ugh,
You did well.
so good.
Let's. We've got.
Whereas the first one was your favorite out of the 3, I think this one might be my favorite out of the 3 that he has released.
Yeah. All right. Well, here's KANGDANIEL. We have had one more soloist to talk about after this. but we are running low on time here. Oh, come on, stop it. I don't know why I am struggling with getting the timestamps to work today, but here we are. KANGDANIEL has such a great voice. Paranoia is still my favorite song by him, but the song, I thought his voice was spectacular in it.
Like I just don't care. I don't want to be unfair.
So his vocals definitely carried this. The music video was nothing crazy to write home about.
And for me, I think you like this more than me just because I don't think the song built enough for me. I love KANGDANIEL, but the song itself didn't stand out to me. Like you said, his voice carried it.
I do really enjoy this song. I don't know. I think it's a sound that I'm really into right now. So I think it's like last month we talked about Tempo by Q, and I was obsessed with it. I still am. I play it all the time. And I think this is a similar sound to that, which is just something that, I don't know, I think you have to have the right vocal tone to pull something like this off, and I think he has
I don't think
it.
many people could make this song like better
this
than
is like
so.
this is like a Dean or a Q, like that's the kind of vocal that you need for something like this, like a little more on the husky side. But yeah, Paranoia is still his best in my opinion. But yeah, this is I still like it a lot. I would say if you like those other songs that I mentioned, listen to this and you'll probably like it.
Yeah.
But I wanted to shout it out because I know it wasn't your favorite, but I thought it was super cool.
It was great. It was just like it didn't really stand out for me amongst his other works because he has an amazing discography.
And then the last soloist that we'll talk about is Jang Seung. Another just blast from the past. It's been a while since I've seen something from him. I know he was on a competition show not that long ago, but I didn't watch too much of it. I saw some of his performances with Ju from Card. But this is another song. When I talked about vocal layering at the beginning, I think this was the perfect use of vocal layering. And also, I was just a fan of his. So, like, you know, he was half of Troublemaker. He was in Beast at some point. I know.
Yeah, he was. And then, like,
he's not in Beast anymore. I believe he left. And he's a soloist now. But he had some really cool solos back in the day. So, this was yeah. Here's the clip from it. It's so good. He can sing. Like, you don't expect it at first. You don't expect him to have that kind of range.
No, you don't. Like, it's just the way because it's not a typical song where you expect it to like hit so hard because it's kind of unassuming. It's like
it is, but then it builds and like you're just so surprised by where it takes you.
Yeah, and I'm just like, dang, boy. Like, I don't know. It's just. I was not expecting that going in.
I was mesmerized.
But it is mesmerizing. It is like a work of art, I would say.
It is on my playlist. It's going to get placed for me. And it's just really nice to have him back. I know he went through some hard times. And I hope that, you know, he's in a better place. And I hope that he continues to put out songs like this. Like, this is where he needs to, this is where he can thrive. Honestly, I know he's a really good dancer too, but like,
this was not showcasing that. This was showcasing artistry.
There was just something about this that made me feel feelings.
It's like hauntingly beautiful. I would say that is a good way to describe it.
I agree. All right, well, we got 4 people left to talk about. Who do you want to talk about next?
Who's left? I guess we know about Big Ocean.
Big Ocean, which is cool. This is a cool group.
Yes.
And I liked this more than their debut.
Agreed. Also, my first experience with this song was seeing them. It came up on my Instagram reels, them performing because they're on tour in Europe right now. So I saw it with like the choreography, which was not shown in this music video. I wish there was, because the choreography is so fun and so good, and also they're killing it on tour.
And for those of you who don't remember, all of these members are hearing impaired.
Yeah.
which makes what they're doing, I think, even cooler. That they managed to make such great music, even though they can't hear very well. So here is the clip.
I just wanna get her taste, yeah.
Look at him.
Yes. Also, swimming pool. I'm so
Swimming
ready.
pool vibes. We're ready.
But that beat drop is so nice. It's so
It's
simple, but
so
it does its job.
And it
so.
hits so much harder with the choreography. So that's why I wish it was in the music video, but it's not.
Their vocal tones are amazing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I can't imagine how much harder you have to work when you can't even hear yourself very well.
There's actually a moment where one of the members' cochlear implants fell out on stage.
Oh no.
And he was just like, well, the show goes on. And he killed it. And I was like, dang.
Yeah.
I love to see it.
Yeah. So like, I don't know. I love watching people follow their dreams despite their disabilities.
And they also like not only just like they use other, like they just find ways around their disability, and they just make it so that like they're just making music. Like it's hard to explain, but I just love seeing how they like figure out how to do things and then do it. They just execute it so well.
Yeah.
It's so cool.
Yeah. And you know, like I am somebody with a disability, so it's nice to see. I don't know. It's very heartwarming to me, especially. So
Yeah, and it's so nice to see how much support they're getting as well. Because like seeing the tour videos and stuff like that, like I just love that they're being supported, and they're also like beautiful men.
They are.
Like the styling, at least on tour, had me shocked and the gagged.
Yeah, he's pretty.
Like look at that man.
He's very
He might
pretty.
be my favorite. I can't pick a favorite right now. Beautiful, love it. Also,
Alright.
what is this? Their company is so cool. Everyone in their company
Oops.
has. Oh, cool! So they're hiring people with disabilities as well.
Which is awesome. Honestly, like people with disabilities, like yeah, we have to
And
we
they
have to
athletes as well.
we have
That's
to
interesting.
adjust a lot of things, but it's so hard to get companies that will make adjustments for you.
Yeah.
Like it's super frustrating, like for me trying to get work, and it's like I just need these very basic accommodations. And when I mean basic, I mean like I need a chair.
A chair. Yeah, literally a chair. And they're
Just
like,
a
"No, you have
chair."
to stand. Sorry, you can't sit at a cash register. Sorry, you're not allowed.
I had one job where they made that accommodation for me. Like it's so difficult. But
So,
yeah,
I
I
love
really
this for
respect it when
them.
people will do little things like that.
And I love that their music is getting better and better every time, because like we said, their debut was not like
Oops.
my favorite song ever, but this one
Oh my
was
gosh.
Just
YouTube's
play it next to
freaking
you.
out. YouTube's freaking out on me. I wanted to play 82 Major first.
Anyway, every time they come back, their music improves. So we love to see that.
So this boy group, I feel like I had a more positive feelings towards the song because it was after
Because of what's around them.
yeah, everything I had listened to around this was absolutely awful. And then they came out and I was like, you know what? I don't know if I would have liked this had it not been like a diamond in the rough in the middle of so much bad that I was listening to. But here's a clip of 82 Major song Takeover. I think this is a song you play in the car when you want to have a fun time
yeah.
and goof off. This isn't a song you
Accidentally
listen
speed.
to on the
You'll
regular.
accidentally speed at this song.
This is very
Um,
camp.
Yep. That is what I took from it.
Some awkward
They
glamour
are firm in their
shots.
sound.
Like
Agreed.
this. I don't know why
Ooh.
they threw this up at like the most random time and it just
Yeah.
lingered here for way
He
too
looks
long.
great, though. Like, that's a
And I'm
cool
like
look.
this is like this it didn't fit with what was going on around it. And I was like, yeah, okay, glamour shot. That's just what we're doing.
The face card
He
was
had like
too good.
four
that we
he had
had to
like
just throw it up.
4 seconds of him standing up against this tile wall in between like whole group
course.
dancing. And I don't know why it was so funny to me. At one
mean,
point they had
an
some
icon.
cheap superhero costumes on. Here you see the
Yeah.
capes.
Yeah.
Interesting
they're cool.
choices. They didn't take themselves too seriously.
No,
it was
I
very
don't think they do.
no. And I'm fine with that, honestly. The dancing was really good. The rapping was really good. It's a let's not be serious kind of a song, which
Yeah.
you know there was a
seems to be
time.
their vibe.
There is a time and a place for that, and they did it well. I honestly, the rappers did impress me. They did some really interesting things.
Yeah,
but
and they
that's-
do, like Connor said, have a solid fan base. I've been seeing their name pop up for a while now, even though I don't dive deep into their discography because it's not really for me.
But this could be for me.
Could be.
In the right
in
situation.
the right, yeah.
So
They are going on tour, so if you are a fan, now is the time
that'd be a
to
nice
get
hype
tickets.
tour. Honestly,
It would, yes.
I would have fun. Yeah,
Yes.
they got pretty good views on this. So
Yeah.
yeah, good on them. I don't have too much to say, but I'm sure we will get some play out of this because it is fun.
It's fun.
It's
just
fun.
not something I listen to regularly. Not the style of music I
Yeah.
typically go for. But it's not bad. Not a bad song.
All right, we have 3 more songs. So let's talk about Meow, I guess,
Yeah.
which I always want to call Meow, but
Yeah.
it's Meow.
Yeah. it hurts my brain, but it's fine. Shall we just
Yeah.
play it before we say anything?
I'm just gonna play it.
Sounds
See you
good.
look at me now. Hands up, grip the sky.
I'll be
love this
honest.
song.
I love it.
I
I love it.
okay. I was scared you were wearing it.
No, I love it.
It's so good.
This group can absolutely pop off when they're given the right music.
Yeah.
So as you know, I'm a huge fan of their song "Toxic."
Which was like a kind of like a, was it a second? It wasn't like a main release. Was it like?
No,
a
it was
second
the
release or
main
something?
release, but it
Was
wasn't promoted.
It was overshadowed.
It was
Yeah.
overshadowed by their other song that I did not like at all. I think it was called Body.
Yeah.
And that was more similar to whatever their debut was, which I also did not like. It sounded like a Lisa reject.
Oh yeah, and they did
Um,
just come out with a song too. another
True,
song.
I haven't listened to it yet.
I have
but
not
this
either.
was the pre-release for their main comeback. This
It's
they had the best dance break I think of the month.
I love
of
the
the
ending.
year.
It might be my favorite part, which is hard to do because it's all my favorite part. But
They're
the ending was so good.
they're incredible dancers. They like even though I didn't like their debut, the dance break that they had was still incredible.
Mm-hmm.
The only thing
And
I
just-
hated about the debut was the chorus, honestly.
Yeah.
The verses were fine. They're great singers. They're great. They're honestly
Beautiful.
amazing visuals. They have the best hair in the industry, which they got the L'Oreal sponsorship. It deserved.
Deserved. Like this is such. I was playing it in the car the other day, and it was like, I think the perfect time to listen to this is when it's about to rain because it's like.
Because
There was like a thunderstorm in the distance, but it hadn't come over here yet, so it was still bright over here, and you could see the storm in the distance. I was like, "This is the perfect time to listen to the song because it's like it's like a rain dance song, like
kind
so
of.
because they're like, let the rain fall."
I get nervous. When I hear their songs because it's like I want to love them.
You never know, yeah.
And it's so hit or miss, but this is such a hit.
From what I've heard from the most recent song, it also sounds good. So
Okay.
I have a
I'm
positive.
hoping that they're going in
I
a
have a positive.
direction that we really enjoy.
The rapper popped off in the newest song.
Okay,
so
I'm gonna
I
have
think
to listen
Connor
to this.
prefers the newest song.
I'm gonna listen to it right after this then.
Yeah. From what I heard, it sounded good, but I only heard a few seconds of it. But you never know.
Yeah.
But
Right.
yeah, this was amazing. Love this.
So good. They're best. That we know of. We haven't heard the newest.
There hasn't been too
But
many.
so far
to
this is
choose
the
from.
best.
Yeah. Agreed.
So cool.
I couldn't believe people were doubting them though.
Why?
When the song came out, people were like trying to knock them for something, and I'm like, how can you knock this song? This song is amazing.
It's
I don't know.
art. It's so good.
I didn't pay attention to them
It's
because-
creativity done well. This is
Yeah.
like the experimental sound that paid off.
Yeah, I didn't even pay attention to what they were saying negative about it because there's no negative things to say about
No.
this. It's a perfect song.
Perfect. Anyways, we have Highlight here. Also known as Beast, and congratulations, they got the rights back to their name.
Mm-hmm.
Good on
So we
them.
love-
Good on them.
And
We
we'll
love
see
to
if they
see it.
switch over to it. I'm not sure what they plan on
I
doing.
don't know.
with
They
it.
could hyphenate
And it's funny
it.
because I think this
Beast
album
Highlight.
yeah, this album I think is called Beast. I think, or at least it's on the cover of their most recent album, so that's kind of fun. That they're
But
like using it as
I
an
like
album
that they
title.
get their rights back to their old music as well. Like,
Yep.
they had some really iconic songs, like know, Fiction. Everybody knows Fiction. I also really love their song Good Luck. I think that one's really good too.
Yeah, I don't know much about them. I haven't really heard much from them.
Yeah, I don't know the members individually other than Hyun when he was in the group, but he's not anymore. But this was very second gen. So here it is. It's very beast. Like they brought their old talent back. If you have listened to their songs before, like and also it gives me vibes, speaking of Paranoia by KANGDANIEL. That beat kind of follows it.
Energy.
Yeah.
I agree. There was a shout out to that song earlier when we were talking about him.
Mm-hmm.
Where did it go?
Yeah, I believe it was Alex that shouted
I think
it out. It's a
Alex.
great song.
Yeah,
But yeah, this group, they could look at the shot.
You would
That's
like
such
the
a good
vibe.
shot. Yeah.
Yeah.
Honestly, a beautifully shot music video. Second gen vibes that I like a lot.
Mm-hmm.
Like even it's so simple, but the light and the colors and the framing, like it's all so good. So they're back and they're showing that they've still got it. Obviously, they've been through a lot of hardships.
Yeah.
But I like
they're
groups. I
overcoming.
like that they persevere, you know,
Mhm.
and they're still doing good stuff that sounds like them. So, yeah, it's not my favorite song of all time, but I didn't dislike any of my time spent watching this music video.
Good shot of his side
It
profile.
is.
Good
He's
job.
got a great face card.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
Yeah. But that's them. We have one more to talk about, and then we'll do our
Yeah.
favorites.
Okay.
So we did add XG. We have so many requests to talk about them, and we do adore XG.
We've been there since pre-debut. We've been
We
there.
have, yeah. They made me super
We just don't talk
happy
about them
at a very difficult time in my life.
Yeah.
So I
The
don't know. They
reason we
hold
haven't
us.
talking about them is because they're not K-pop.
They're not K-pop.
But
They're K-pop adjacent.
They're global. They're a global group. But they're so good. So we have to talk about them eventually. So shall we just play it?
Let's go. Here it is.
Left me out in the cold with nobody to hold. Can't you see I'm a side, I'm a side, I'm a
I'm a Chisa bias girly, and I was not disappointed at all. I think
No.
Chisa is underutilized in the group as a vocalist. I think she's the better vocalist out of all of them. I think she's the best. And but because she has such a good lower register, they don't let her pop off like she deserves. But everybody was pretty much a vocalist in this song, which you know, they have the best rap line out there. That's a good shot of her.
And they've
Speaking
been
of
utilizing
Chisa.
it a lot. So I'm kind of glad we're going back to the more vocal.
But like we've never really we've heard Maya sing, we've heard Coconut sing, but we've never really heard Jordan sing.
Yeah.
And girl,
she can sing.
her and
Surprise.
Harvey both because they never really like had a ton of like singing. They're usually just used as rappers, but they all sing. I guess they sing some in Puppet Show, but it wasn't like this.
This is just full vocal song, and I love the aesthetic of it. I love that
This
we
was
are
back to Tippy
simplifying
Toes.
Yeah, back to the simple music videos, which I've been asking for. Like
They do camp so well, but
they do it very well. But it got a little bit much, so I like that we're bringing it back.
Yeah. Yeah. So
they're
this
also just
is
beautiful.
I think it was time to let the natural beauty shine a little bit.
Yeah.
And it worked. It worked. And I love their vocal heavy songs. And you know, I never complain when they release a rap song either. Like I love Woke Up. I think that's such a good song. But yeah, this one was refreshing. It was time to go back to this. I think they make Suits look amazing.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, I hope that we get more songs like this. I don't want them to do away with, you know, their TGIF and Mascara. I don't want them to do away with that, but I like that we get this side of them too.
And I think they have another song coming out soon too. Like they never stop. Like they release songs like every
No,
month.
but they love what they do, and it's so obvious. They're
and
so passionate about it.
They also performed at Coachella, and they were so good.
I know.
Their live vocals are amazing.
They're amazing. They're such a powerhouse group.
I don't know how they're human, because
honestly
they're like perfect. Like I don't. They're beautiful, but also like ridiculously talented. And even in like the worst like environmental circumstances like Coachella, where it's like windy, dusty, and horrible, they sounded like angels, and I don't know how they did it. And they were dancing.
Oh, they're such good dancers. They're all aces, all of them.
Yep.
I don't know how they
amazing.
managed to pull it off, but they are all aces.
No, and apparently, maybe their company is coming out with a new.
I hope so.
Because they're good. Like they are a good company. I don't know. I mean, they have a good relationship with their staff, so I assume the company in itself is good.
I would assume.
But they're very good at putting together groups, as what we can see. So I hope they do.
Yeah. So that was April.
Woo, April.
Kind
Not
of
the
mid.
Not the group.
Not the group.
The month.
Kind of mid, but there
But also,
were a
like,
few standouts there that we talked about.
Yeah, this is a month of growers, and like not instant hits, but still solid music.
Yes.
Yeah.
So let's do our top threes.
Okay.
I guess I'll say my number 3 was Xikers with Breathe.
Fun.
The raps from that and the dancing was just so powerful, and I did have a good time with it. I watched it a few times, and every time it does get better. It was an instant hit, but it was a hit that continued to grow. So
Yeah.
what was your number 3?
My number 3 is Mark, 1999.
Okay.
Because
Ours are
it's not
different.
my typical style of song, but for some reason it really just kind of instantly clicked for me, and I think it will only grow over time. And like that rap break was just so good. Like it just knocked me off my feet. And I love his vocals on it too. So it was just such a solid song. And I like Mark.
My number 2 is XG in the Rain.
For obvious reasons.
Obvious reasons that we just talked about.
We discussed.
I love Chisa. I love her so much.
Chisa too.
I really just love her so much.
I know.
She holds a very special place in my heart. So yeah, that is my number 2.
Oh, yeah. And we can keep up with Connor's too.
Yes,
Connor,
all my
Close
poetry
Your
by
Eyes was
Close Your
number
Eyes.
Nice.
And what is your number 2?
And my number 2 is Wait on Me, Kai.
Okay, yeah. That's ours are different. Okay.
It's probably gonna be. I mean, I think number 1 might be the same.
It might be the same.
We'll see. I don't
Okay, my number 1 was actually Meow Hands Up.
know. Oh man, it's not the same.
Oh. What is it?
I mean, my number 1 is Hands Up.
Oh, wait. I thought you said it was gonna be different.
No, my number 1.
Yeah, that was my number 1.
Did you say your number 2? What was your number 2?
My number 2 is XG in the Rain.
Oh, it is the same then.
Okay, it is
Lost.
the same. Yeah.
We are the same. Never mind. I misheard and forgot that because I forgot you went first. Okay.
Yeah,
that makes
yeah,
sense.
yeah.
Okay.
We
are the same.
So
Yay.
my
It's
honorable
for obvious reasons.
mentions. My honorable mentions would be Jang Hyun, Kiko and Alexa,
Yep.
and Wait on Me and EUNBI. I think those are
EUNBI. Yeah,
those.
that was one of my.
Those were the other like favorites of mine. That probably will get some more play. It's like some of them are definitely on my playlist. But yeah, the top 3 were the best. So there, even though it wasn't the best month overall, there were still like a few that we got.
Yeah, and I feel like as I listen to some of these more, they'll grow on me even more because like it was wild because Connor's number 2 is Adult Swim, and that one upon first listen I was like I don't get it, but then upon second and third and fourth listen I was like I get it a lot and I love it.
Yep.
So
I agree.
it was like it was weird. It was like my brain clicked. I instantly understood after like listening to it twice. It's wild. And also Nerdy was also good.
It was a good song, yeah. I agree with that one being
Am I a girl group stan now?
in favorite
Connor.
territory, yeah.
Connor's
So-
changing.
Yeah. I mean,
We're growing.
girl groups have just been killing it, so I agree with that take. But that was April. May
That was
is
April.
We're already halfway through May.
We are halfway through May. I also need to do my honorary flip of the calendar because we had beautiful Seonghwa for April.
Who's it going to be for my birth month?
Let's see. It goes backwards. It's very confusing. Let's see. Oh, it's a duo. Very cute.
Oh, that's cute. I
Beautiful.
accept that as my birth month.
Look at
I know I'm
that.
going to be turning old in a
so
week.
old.
I know.
He like has his hand on the guitar, like please stop.
I
so
should
cute.
respect.
It's like silence, young one.
But yeah,
Yeah.
May is looking to be like a very exciting month. So
We have 17.
We have 17. I forgot everybody that's just coming out all of a sudden, like my brain.
What?
There's a lot of
17 has been
heavy
the forefront of
hitters.
my mind.
They're all over my Twitter because of Joshua's new hair, which I
There
love.
was another really.
I mean,
big one.
Meow, but yeah, there was another big one. Blackpink is soon.
There's one that's like at the very end of the month.
I can't remember.
It's not ITZY because they're June.
I don't know.
What
We'll
is
think
it?
about it later.
This is wild. Okay.
I've got food
I have
sitting next
17
to
on the
me,
brain.
and I've got to eat it. So
Okay.
I've got to go now.
Okay. Well, I
Hopefully,
hope you
yeah.
guys enjoyed April,
Mm-hmm.
and stay tuned for May. I think ATEEZ has been teasing a comeback. I just don't know when that's going to happen at this point. Because I thought it was going to be in May, but they haven't said anything yet. So maybe June.
Yeah.
I think they did say June. Or we theorized June. I don't remember. Anyway, we
All
will
right.
see you guys
In a
soon.
couple of weeks.
Pretty
Yeah.
much.
All right.
But
Thanks for hanging out, and bye.